right. Hello there, family. This is Selena Olivia of Selena Olivia Music, and this is a soundbite from Summer Beats Music Festival, the That's So Music live stage. Today, I have for you one of our entertainers that will be one of the talent that will be on the live stage on July 30th at the Edgewood Summer Beats edition. His name is Ty Too Legit. What's up?
What's going on? What's going
Hey,
on? What's up?
how are you? How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Doing well, feeling good. How you
Good.
guys doing?
Doing good. Glad to have you on. And I will tell the audience that I had met Tyrone. Can I say that? Can I say Tyrone?
Yeah. Yes.
I met Tyrone.
Giving out closures.
I'm not going to do the full government name. Um, it's been at least a year. I think it was early last year. We got a chance. We were connected by Cherie Mitchell, who is an amazing community leader here in Edgewood. And her and the Edgewood family um, have various events and collab with the Epicenter, similar to what we're doing with the Summer Beats Music Festival. And Ty was one of the performing acts, and got a chance to meet and talk and just kind of talk about some things that he does with his brand. He's not just a rapper, he's not just an artist, but he's a community leader himself, and does a lot for and in the community on his own expense, often staying up all times of day and night, working with youth in sports and all kinds of things, which we're going to talk about. But welcome, Ty to Legit. And just tell us about yourself. Tell us what you have planned to perform at the event, and just tell us about your brand, what you do.
So for starters, I'm originally from Edgewood, born and raised. So, let's just get that out there. Say, nah, let me stop. Some things I do on a consistent basis is the way I came about with the youth was I saw a lot of people that, what can I say, influenced them to do wrong. So I was like, who's going to influence them to do right? Because a lot of times when you ask them, they're just bored. They have nothing to do. It's literally nothing to do. So if you go and you see, like, say I drive past and I go on one of these blocks and I just see them, they're just sitting there, not doing anything. It's going to be like that for a couple of weeks. They're just going to sit there. Then they're going to want to get into something. You know what I'm saying? So I have kids that hit me up on a daily basis, 8 times what we're doing today now. Because, like, it could be anything, like cleaning the community. If they have somebody that actually wants to do it and come and get them and everything, they're going to do it. These kids aren't delinquents. Like, they're not bad kids. They're just bored. They have nothing to do. So I'm just giving them something to do. Like when they like 2 weeks ago, one of the kids texted me and said when he graduated and said, "I thank you. You saved my life," and that touched me. That touched me right there. It's stuff that I wish I had when I was coming up. Like, I didn't have somebody over my shoulder telling me, like, you don't gotta do this and that. I had to figure it out on my own. You know what I'm saying? And watching my friends and everybody take their separate paths. Like, I just lost my best friend last December. You know what I'm saying? So that was my heart. So me losing him to gun violence and seeing how that growing up in paths take, and us both having to figure out on our own. I don't want them to have to figure that out. I don't want them to have to go through somebody else and sit up there and get influenced the wrong way. You know, like, it's just but off that topic, I do have my own clothing brand, Too Legit Entertainment. Our main goal is to like when I first started, I searched up the definition for legit, and it's conforming to the rules. And we're too legit. We're gonna make our own rules. We're gonna. It's all about statistics out here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna show them that we're not a statistic. We're gonna go and do something different. So anything I set my mind to, I'm gonna go do it. I don't care if I say I'm gonna go bungee jump with an elephant on my back. If if somebody tell me I can't do it, I'm gonna go do it just to show them I can do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? So um, that's another thing. I also play semi-pro basketball. Uh, I'm an artist. That's my main. I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? I won't say I'm a rapper. I'm an artist. I have multiple things I can do behind the
Yeah.
mic.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know I do poetry as well a little bit. Just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. But I also cook.
Like
I
you said the other
do,
day, poetry is rap.
yeah, like
Rap
I
is
told you,
poetry.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Poetry is definitely rap. Like putting them words together and making a story out of your voice, you know. Um, what else can I say? Um, something else I do that a lot of people don't know is when it comes to these kids, I take them. How can I put it? Like today, uh, a kid yesterday, I got called by one of the administrative staff down there at like the rec.
Yeah.
You, I got called by one of them and said that a lady was out here being antagonized, and she just lost her husband and stuff like that. So when he described the kid, I knew exactly who the kid was. So I pulled him up and talked to him about it, everything, and he ended up apologizing to the lady, and but she was scared out of her mind, and this is a young kid, you know.
Yeah.
She was scared, like she was fearing for her life, and I had to really let her know, like, this isn't the community you have to be feared in, you know. Like don't take it like that. These are kids. I'm gonna make them. So he explained himself and explained where he came from and stuff and how he felt, and the whole situation just boom. But about,
Mm-hmm.
what if I wasn't the middleman in that situation? You
Yeah.
understand? Like that's situations that we deal with on a daily basis that can go 10 times up when it just be disclosed. So
Yeah.
I took him. I say that to say this. I said, "What are you doing tomorrow?" to him, and that's today. And he was like, "Nothing. I'm just be at the house." And I was like, "You gonna come with me?" So today we went, cleaned my car out. I took him out. We worked out everything, and I told him tomorrow we're gonna do the same thing just to give him something to do, you know, because it's just, I don't know. It's like a mentoring thing to me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
they just need
That's
somebody.
exactly what it is.
Yeah, but that's basically who Ty is. The community guy, the lovable, I guess. Well, so I've been told. You know, just Ty too. You know, we too legit out here. But anything else? What else? What
Yeah,
else?
nah, that's real. I'm glad that you opened up your heart like that at the time. We were going to lead into that, but you just out the gate showed your heart, which is one of the biggest things I respect about you. When I first met you, I was like, this guy is the real deal. You weren't putting on anything. It was me, you, and Pastor Anthony meeting, just talking about some things that we could do in the community and hearing your heart on it because you're so respected by young people, especially many ages. Sitting at your event, well, standing at your event recently, too legit to miss.
Yes.
Okay, the tournament, the amount of people. So I was only there for what, about 2 hours? Those last 2 hours of it, and I. So earlier on, I drove by because I was busy handling some errands and things, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it there before it ends. And I remember seeing a whole set of people when I first drove by. There was like a whole nother set of people when I came back, and I was like, over at least 300 people, if not more, at some point during your event were there at the basketball court, guys, behind my house. Like this guy gets people from the community to come to an event. Weren't any seats or anything. It was the court. There was some food, of course, and some music because Ty Julie just going to do it well. There was a moon bounce for the kids. Kids were playing on the playground and the moon bounce. But it was just like it was really good as a community member and somebody who's clergy at a ministry here in the area. See an event where the families in the area and everybody could come together, and there was no craziness. There was nothing popped off. There was a whole group of us that helped at the end to clean up. There was nobody was arguing. There was nothing crazy going. It was just fun. It was good. You presented an award to the winning team. Talk about that tournament. How did it come about? And yeah, let's talk about that a bit, since that's part of what you do.
So that was the fifth annual. That was my fifth tournament I threw. I throw that tournament every year, and sometimes I throw it twice a year. So um, I didn't start calling it too legit to miss till 5 years. 5 years ago, I've been throwing tournaments though. Like
Yeah,
I've been doing this, but when I started to put the name to it and everything was 5 years ago. So this was supposed to be like the big one, like trophies, everything, because I wanted everybody to really feel the competitiveness within the community, but also feel that brotherhood, like feel it in. Like
the
it
unit.
was so
Yeah,
much love in the building. People haven't been able to come out here like that in so long.
yeah,
It felt like home. I
yeah,
didn't feel like home in a while. Back in the day, I can go on the basketball court and you see everybody. You know, people take
yeah,
their sides. They go this, they go here, that. Nah, I want to bring that love back and feel like I'm at home. So
yeah,
that was the way it came about. Just a young kid, just proving like I can do it. Like I don't need to be a OG or an old head to do it because they're not doing it. Nobody's doing it. It's
yeah,
the it doesn't take much. It
yeah,
doesn't take much. Hey, hey, young man. Hey, what are you doing today? Oh, you want to come play basketball? Oh, it's gonna be food, DJ, and
yeah,
who's gonna say no to that when they're just sitting there? You
yeah,
know, this is stuff that can happen every week. And it kills me because like I've been saying that for the longest. Like it doesn't take it's not what you guys think, you know. Now I've earned the respect that I did because I
you
did it
have.
from such a young age. Now
You've been
that's different.
consistent.
Like I had people try to throw tournaments, like somebody tried to throw a tournament and there was a big fight that broke out. You want to know why it was a big fight that broke out? Because you're just trying to do it to how can I put it, like prove something. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm doing this, but they're not going to see it as because you weren't there from the start of it. You know what I mean? So like a lot of times when people want to throw events and stuff, especially around here, they call me because I'm going to put that structure out there. Hey, no, this is positive. Everything's positive. If I see negative, it's gonna. I don't ever want it to affect the standard of the event.
yep.
Because stuff can go left so
Real quick.
fast, so fast. Y'all understand? Like so fast. Like
Yeah,
so. I don't know. Like yeah, it came about just me. Like I said, just sitting around one day, and I was just like, man, we need something to do. So I
yeah,
just started planning, and it came about, and it was successful. So yeah,
yeah.
that's how the tournaments came about.
Nice. Let's circle back to your music. But before we do, I will say, guys, as you can probably tell, Ty is not just, he doesn't just have a big heart, but he's consistent. And that's one of the things that, um, in order to have any type of impact in any community, whether it's a community with predominantly Black or a community that's well mixed, or a community that has a lot of people who have a lot of money, the youth will not respond until it's a known fact. In fact, this is one of the things that I talk about from the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, a great book by John Maxwell, a great leader. One of the laws is people do not care what you know until they know that you care. And they will only know that you care when you've been consistent with that care. I remember I went into it was an outreach event. It was a combination of church leaders and leaders of different religions and community organizations in Southeast DC. And I don't remember the name of the community, but the community that we were in just had 3 homicides the day before. And yes, it was crazy. The police had to be with us the entire event. It was during the day, of course, and once the sun went down, we were out. That was like the city officials basically demanded that we be like that because they didn't want anything to pop off, and we'd be there and it'd be this whole thing on the news and blah blah blah. And so we're there, and I remember talking to different ones in the community, and the younger they got, the harder their heart was, and it made my heart hurt. And so I was determined. I have this thing where if I converse with you, I'm not going to make you like me because that's just it. I'm not going to try to control you, but I'm going to be so loving that the love from my heart melts that steel that's around your heart because people have come around. So, and just for photo ops and stuff like that. So I was talking to this one young lady and her mother, and initially she was real hard at the core, but I began to say some things directly to her heart and some things transparently. I'll say this: some things that I saw in what she in her future by, and I don't mean to sound churchy and spooky, but by leading of God, I heard things from him about her. And when I said it, she looked at me like, how did you know that? And because I spoke straight to her heart, and it wasn't about getting a photo op with her to show I was in the inner city, and that's one of the biggest things that is an issue here, a lot of cities, but like the signs that I see down Brookside, Ty, it irritates me. It's like, okay, so you're going to plaster your name all over our community, but where are you at in our community? You want us to vote for you. At any rate, you are somebody, you're not like that. Your brand is very visible. You don't know this, but I saw you at the courts by Edgewood High the other day. I believe that was your car. I believe I saw you playing with a whole bunch of other guys yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before. But yeah, he's definitely in the community. So he's not just, and not that it's just an artist, but he is an artist. But beyond being an artist, he is a community leader. So you guys definitely want to come to the event and not only hear him perform, but connect with his brand and see what he has coming up next. What do you have coming up next? Let's talk about that since I mentioned it.
So I was planning a big field day.
Okay.
Remember back in elementary school, we all had field day, just out a day of fun,
Yeah.
Remember them Jettas used to have, it's field day day. You about to go beanbag races, tug of
Barely go
war.
to sleep the night before.
Exactly, right? I want that same feeling for everybody in the neighborhood, even to adults if they want to play.
Yeah.
Everybody, give people something to look forward to. We all look forward to field day. We all look forward to recess. We all look forward to a fun and and our everyday struggle. Our everyday struggle was school, regardless of what people want to say. That was our everyday struggle,
Right.
But we all had that point in life where we like, at that point of the day where we like, we get a break.
Yeah.
Even if it's lunch or it's this or it's that, we all had a break. I'm in an interview, ma. So, so look, I just wanted to give everybody that chance to have that feeling again. With my tournaments, they get that feeling.
Yeah.
The tournament, I can't wait till Saturday. I'm going to show this. I'm going to do this today. The energy that you get off of people, this brightens you up. And like when I come around and I see everybody like that, and I'm like, yo, like this is crazy. Like, and then when you're the one that's playing, it's like, they give you jitters, So, but I got the field day coming. I also have my open mic spot to come back up. I'm about to do another food drive. So when I do this food drive, like last time I didn't see, my brother is the one that made me start asking for donations and stuff. He was the one that was like, my brother's Antonio Moore. Shout out to Antonio Moore Art. He's like a well-known artist from Aberdeen all the way down, like the whole county area. And that's my blood brother. And he basically was one telling me like, bro, you're killing yourself. I'm like, what you mean? Like, because you're trying to do everything on your own. It's like bleeding you dry. So like, he like, what are you doing? Like, what people want to help you, but they don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have people that come to me every event and ask me like, what can I do to help? But they don't know how to get to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I am kind of hard to reach at points.
Mhm.
All right, but
Sorry.
but on and yeah, I got multiple events coming up. Um, I also wanted to throw a big cookout. That's gonna end the summer off. I want to throw a big cookout, just free food. Everybody come out and just have fun. Like yeah,
Yeah.
but that's mainly what I got going on right now. Planning for those, but yeah, the field day's up next, so look out for the flyer.
The reason I'm shaking my head the way that I am is because you basically just proved what I said, that you're not the artist portion of you is just, it's just one lane. You like this big highway. You got a lot of lanes that are going same direction, but your his heart, as you could hear, is for the community. You said nothing about your artistry. So what's going on as far as you said open
Uh,
mic? But like, what's are you gonna go back in the studio? Are you recording something anytime soon? What's up with that?
oh yeah, yeah. I keep ignoring the question about you saying what I'm going to perform as well. I'm performing "Just Pray," which is a song that um, I made the day after my father passed, and it basically just describes what I saw and describes if you saw in the chorus. I say, if you saw the Lord today, what would you say to him? Like a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
pray to him, and but if you saw him today,
What would you say?
what would you say to him? I say, would the rich give up the crib or get a wraith to him, or would the poor try selling like drugs to him? What would you do to him? Like, if you don't know, that's if you find out that's the Lord right there, what would you do? You know what I'm saying? Now let me ask you that question. What would you do if you saw the Lord today? You know? Like it's like for real. Like it's
Yeah,
so different question. So I say that patience. Um, I probably do "Mama, I'm a Criminal" again.
that song. Yeah, talk
Yeah, that.
talk talk about that one. You talked about the prayer song, but talk about the one "My Mama Criminal." What the title is very catchy. It's like,
Yeah,
huh?
so it's like I came up with "Mama, I'm a Criminal" because it was like a beat that just popped up, and I was like, oh, I feel it. Like I felt it. It was like I felt it, and then like I could relate to it. So like you're not really a criminal, but in a sense, you're basically saying like I'm. I would say human. You know, I'm human, but like in
Yeah,
the song, it's like I'm describing like I'm like I can't even explain it. Like if you listen to the song, I'm over here trying to think of the lyric that I can put out there and say to you. It's like uh what I say these some traits from young blacks. That's why they say we're the villains. Are you robbing or killing? Are you thugging or stealing? You either slinging or dealing? Are you humping and drilling? I'm on a different type time. I caught a different pavilion. So it's like when I say stuff like that, like a lot of kids out here, like we take it back to the beginning what we just were
yep,
talking about. Kids, they don't they're looked at as a criminal, you know, like automatically, like
yeah,
because of the stuff. But deep down inside, they don't have the resources, the guidance, none of that. You know, parents be at work or they're trying
yeah,
to survive. You know,
yeah,
so they don't have it. But in everybody eyes, it's I'm a criminal. So
yep,
like it's like you talking to your parent like describing who you are, but it's like, Ma, I'm a criminal now. Like, Ma, I'm a criminal. Like, Mama, I'm a criminal. Like, I just and it's like you explaining like the environment you in. That's what I'm gonna say. The
yeah,
environment you.
yeah. That the first time I heard that song, it said to me poetically, very similar to what we've seen artists do since the George Floyd situation. and of course Eric Gardner, just the different. But George Floyd was just it was crazy to I didn't watch the whole video. I couldn't stomach it. But to see that a black man was executed by police
Yeah.
before the entire world and nothing was done at all. A lot of artists have taken that and put it in poetry. I won't say the names of the songs, but there's various songs out there by artists, and everybody has, from what I've seen and heard, kind of been more transparent than I think we've ever would have been prior to such a thing happening. And your song to me kind of does the same thing with like showing the different perspectives of this is what I'm seen as, but this is who I am, and it's almost like you kind of ask the question to the person listening. I'm trying to remember the lyric that made me think that there was a line that said to me, "Oh my gosh, he's asking us how do you see me? Do you know what line I'm talking about?" And it's almost like you're asking the person who's listening to you, "Well, what do you think?" Very similar to what Jesus did. Jesus looked at the disciples and said, "Who do you say that I am?"
Yeah.
And what is the line? What's the line? Because
I don't know. I gotta listen to the song. I don't know. I have over 1,000 songs, so
you
I
do.
don't know
You have
all
a lot
my
of
lyrics.
music,
I
but
don't know all my lyrics.
there's a line, guys, that I was like, dang, he just posed, and you didn't necessarily pose a question, but how you worded it. Now you're gonna make me. I'm gonna make me with this whole moment listen back to that track. But anyway, he has amazing music. He has great thought provoking. It captures what life has looked like for him, as well as challenges the listener to really consider themselves. So you want to definitely watch his performance, see his performance at Summer Beats Music Festival, as well as cop his music. Where can they find your music? How can they connect with you, even
I'm on,
before the festival?
I'm on all platforms. Literally any music platform, I'm on there. You can search me up on Google. Just Tied to Legit. No spaces, no underscores, anything. Um,
And that's the number two.
yeah,
Ty
Ty
number
number
two.
2 LEGIT. Um, I have a lot of music, like a lot. Even to the point where some's not out yet, I have a lot of music. So like, just different whatever variety you need. I went on an 8-month stretch without cursing, so I can patch y'all. You know, y'all want some clean, I get clean. Whatever you need, I can provide it.
Yeah, yeah. I am sure of that. So, guys, connect with Ty to Legit. That's Ty, the number two, Legit. He's on Instagram. Follow him there. He's on TikTok. Have you done anything recently on
Yeah,
TikTok?
I've been doing little here and there, like little stuff. Yeah, like trying to hop back on trends and stuff like that. But I'm too legit. I want to make my own trend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do. And sooner or later, somebody's going to snag you and put you on film. Like,
Ah.
no, I could see you like a 50 Cent. Like you rapping, you doing your thing, you got your line, you got your merch, but then you also end up on screen too, and even but behind the scenes writing too. At any rate, we're coming up on our time, so give some closing remarks to the listener about coming to see you perform and all the other artists, and then just wrap back around and tell your contact information, and we'll head out.
If you don't know who I am, by the end of the performance, you will. My name is Tyrone McKissick, but I go as Tied to Legit. These songs that I got, I'm gonna come with some lyrical. I'm gonna come with some pain. I'm gonna just come and talk to y'all. You know, you can contact me on Instagram at Tied to Legit _ Facebook Tyrone McKissick. Swing me a DM. My email is tyrone.mckissick123@gmail.com. And yeah, man, just come out, have fun, enjoy the scenery, connect and network, and be ready for some bars, man. Let's get it. Too legit.
Hey, got a lot of pain in this one here. Need y'all right one. Hey, I pray for all my dogs. I pray I right my wrongs. I pray for all my people serving time behind the wall. I said I pray for all my brothers. I pray they duck the law. I'm praying that my mother see the world before she gone. I gotta pray for him. We gotta pray for him. If you saw the Lord today, what would you say to him? Would the rich give up the crib or give the rave to him? Or would the poor try sell it ready or an eighth to him? We gotta pray for him. We gotta pray for him. If you saw the Lord today, what would you say to him? Would you confess to all your sins and try to go and make amends? Or would you look him in his face, express that hate to him? We gotta pray for him. I'm gonna pray for him. I'm gonna pray for him. We gotta pray for him. I'm gonna pray for him.